Hey, you beautiful twin flames, and welcome back to Tarot for You 444. I'm so excited that you could join me again for another twin flame video. I kind of get the feeling that some of the energies at the moment are a little bit difficult for some twin flames, and so I kind of want to do a channeled message with advice for divine feminine and masculine today. I feel like there's this kind of stuck energy. I feel like describing it for some like it's, you know, if you were a diver and you went really deep down into the water, you feel like there's this pressure on you. So it's like a pressure that you can't explain, a feeling like you don't know what to do. You may be experiencing some kind of confusion. You may feel not very motivated. You may feel tired. You may feel, I don't know, annoyed or irritated more easily. And so I want to bring you this video to try and help you get through these energies, because I don't think they'll be around for very long. But while they are around, I think it's important that we deal with what to do about them, okay? If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm so delighted that you are here. Sometimes I'm a bit silly and I muck around a little bit. And I guess if you don't like humor, you can click off of the channel because I like to have a little joke. I like to try and make things a little bit fun, unless it's serious, unless the topic is really serious. But I think that the twin flame journey can be a little bit too serious, and so I like to try and bring a little bit of fun to it, okay? So if that's not for you, that's fine. And if it is for you, welcome to my crazy channel. I'm sending you love and light from Australia. And I hope that we can come to some kind of understanding about what to do if you're feeling caught up or swept up in these difficult energies, okay? So I'm just pulling cards for divine feminine and masculine, and we'll go from the feminine to the masculine and then back again, and we'll see what's going on. For some of you, remember, this isn't a private reading, so it will only resonate for the general collective. Okay, so we're nearly ready to go. I can see divine feminine is feeling very spiritual and perhaps even psychically in tune at the moment, as though she can connect with spirit or connect with people in a very empathic way. She's also been waiting for an offer from divine masculine, or perhaps an apology if he hasn't come in recently. And she's sort of in this energy of, I'm okay without divine masculine, although if he's not there, she's really, really missing him. Divine feminine has, even though she's getting in touch with her spiritual gifts and her psychic abilities, if she has those as well, she is feeling, or has been feeling, off balance in the recent past due to not many messages coming in from her counterpart. Because Divine Feminine kind of feels as though she may have done something wrong. If the counterpart's not coming in, she may say, well, what have I done wrong? You know, is there something I should be doing to make him come in? And that's usually the first question we ask ourselves. You know, if a friend or a loved one isn't talking to us, we say, well, hang on, have I done something wrong? Perhaps I need to change something I'm doing. So that's her thinking at the moment. Divine Masculine has been in this, trying to be in a creative energy, but there's something he's defending here with the Justice card. It looks like his resources are important to him at this time. And there may be a little touch of ego that he's had to dip into because of people around him who are in a more deceptive energy or doing some kind of manipulation. Some of the Divine Masculines who are distorted and stressed out could be reaching out to something outside of themselves, whether that's alcohol or drugs or even food, to cope at this time. There's a definite need here to tame the ego in difficult situations for Divine Masculine. So what is he thinking? In the recent past, he's had this enlightening transformation. He knows his truth. He knows what his truth is. And that's a huge thing. When you know who you are, when you know what you stand for and what you believe in or who you believe in, then you can come into this beautiful energy of knowing who you are. It can also be a little bit shocking to know who you are, because what you do is you can leave your old self behind. So it's like a shedding of a skin, you know, whatever no longer serves him, he has just recently shed. And so this energy may make him more tired, may make him feel a little bit disconnected from the twin flame journey, but he's always there. His soul is always with Divine Feminine, all right? Divine Feminine is feeling, for some of them, are feeling this nurturing energy within the connection, like they want to manifest either a marriage or a baby or some kind of celebratory outcome with their Divine Masculine. If you notice the pink in these cards and the purple, you know, it's very representative of love. She knows her Divine Masculine has all of these attributes. Okay, take it how it resonates for you. Obviously, not every Divine Masculine is going to be a male with brown hair and blue or hazel eyes, but that will fit a lot of you. She sees him as being very sexually passionate. She also sees that he is honorable and kind to others, a mature man who may be athletic, a fantastic advisor and generous. For some of you, your Divine Masculines work in an industry where they are physical. Divine Feminine is thinking about, how do I manifest this connection? How do I put my skills to use? Especially if she's intuitive or spiritual in any way. How do I manifest him coming in so that we can have this final union? Okay. Because I would say that, you know, if you're talking with one another and coming into a commitment, that you are in union. But for those of you who aren't in final union, you know, not living together or not married or in a partnership yet, those, you are perhaps in this dreamy energy where you were really longing for this. Okay. And you can feel that energy. And it may even distract you from what you're doing day to day. You may find it difficult to focus on your work or your career because it can consume you a little bit. As love does. Love is consuming. So how is Divine Masculine feeling? Okay, in the recent past, he was shedding light on how he felt about the way he may have come across to his divine feminine. Really consciously thinking about what he said to her and how he's behaved around her. And if you notice in this card, the moon here is looking quite serious and humble. So he's in this more serious energy of, I really care about her. And I don't want to play any mind games. He's not up for mind games with Divine Feminine. He's not looking to do that. And in the previous reading, this beautiful card here, I think I called him, I don't know, Mark. But this guy here is the commitment guru. Okay, he may also be religious or spiritual, but Divine Masculine is feeling as though he wants to be committed to Divine Feminine in whatever that way means for him. And this energy is very beautiful because the full moon is here now, and the full moon is also here in the card. So you may get word from your Divine Masculine, or you may, this is him feeling it. You may not get word in the physical about this, but you may feel the energy of him wanting to be with you. You might be sitting in your lounge room or your living room at home, or you might be, you know, doing the washing up or the laundry or at work or somewhere, and you may feel him around you as though he's wrapping you up in a warm hug. It's a very beautiful energy. It's a nurturing energy. It's a, I want to give you this because I also want it in return. And this is great news. So I can see that Divine Feminine now is for some of you, there is a father in your life, or a father who may have passed away, or a loved one who may be around you that's passed away, whether you're aware of this or not. And so if you're if you've had some difficulties going on in your life, this energy is here to say that they are taking care of you. This energy can also be God, Allah, Buddha, whoever resonates for you, taking care of you when you're feeling mentally exhausted, emotionally exhausted. Some Divine Feminines are also lacking self-esteem in this at this time, and this is why this energy is here, to give you hope, to say to believe in yourself. Okay, something says here, something in your past may have created you to have low self-esteem. You may have been through some things or seen some things that haven't made you happy. And so Spirit is here telling you that you're safe, that you are guided right now. Beautiful energy. Divine Masculine is in this planning energy for the future. He's looking out over the horizon, trying to gain his strength and plant these seeds, or these, I like to call them trees that haven't grown yet, planting this firmly into the ground so that he can allow this root chakra energy, this pushing creative energy, this balanced grounded energy, a centered energy, a belonging to the self energy, which he's just come through, so he can focus on this intuitive divine feminine, this truthful divine feminine. Okay, you see how she's holding the wand there and he's also holding the wand there. This is a joining of energies here. He's looking out to her and she's waiting for him to come in. This beautiful receiving energy of divine feminine here. And he knows that she will receive him. And in that knowing, he feels balanced. Knowing that even if he takes a week to come in, even if he takes an extra day than he said he would, or even if something's going on that kind of stops him from coming in, he feels as though the waiting, or the, you know, the fact that divine feminine is there waiting, is creating this beautiful, balanced, wonderful platform for him to plan for both of them. If you watch dating videos, and you know, if you've ever watched them or ever, you know, had dating advice from friends and all of this kind of thing, you know, a lot of the time we think that men, or the masculine energy, is interested in sex and wants all of this, you know, kind of physical touch and all of that kind of thing. Which is true, of course, you know, and I think you could say that women do want this too. However, when divine masculine's looking for a partner for the long term, he's not only looking for the sex appeal, he's looking for someone who's going to nurture him. Who's going to wrap their arms around him when he's having a bad time, or a bad day, or a bad week. Okay? Because at the end of the day, once the sex is all done and dusted, right? If you're with someone that you don't connect to, you know, other than physically, then there's going to be a disconnect. There needs to be an emotional connection too. And this is what he's realizing, is that for many of them, as they came out of this third dimensional consciousness and began to awaken, they realized they'd been a fool, that they'd said yes to many things that they wouldn't say yes to now. And they know that divine feminine isn't toxic, and that she's got this beautiful nurturing energy. And if you're going to be with someone for a good time, you might just be looking for this toxic energy here, you know, someone you can sleep with quickly, or someone you can party with, or, you know, that kind of lower frequency energy. But if you want to have a commitment, a lifetime commitment, a union with someone, you're going to be looking for this nurturing energy here. And that's what divine masculine is doing, or beginning to do. Very beautiful energy here. So the advice for divine masculine is this cycle is nearly at completion, and to hold on to this loving frequency as much as possible, despite feeling off balance and despite any drama that's been showing up in his world. Even if he can offer his twin flame something small, it's enough to start the dream, to start the union happening. What's done with innocence, what's done with love, is highly, highly valuable in spiritual terms, and it is seen by the divine and is rewarded. I'm not going to go into religion, but in general terms, you know, the rainbow is said to represent that, you know, the earth would never be flooded again if we're looking at the biblical text, you know. And so for me, it's all systems go, all chakras working, complete and utter wish fulfillment here with the family, if you so choose to have a family. And this small offer that he may only be giving for now, you know, he might not have enough money just yet. He might not have enough time just yet. He might not have enough. But if he just tries a little bit, then it's going to lead to something. So keep going, divine masculine, even if you only have a little bit to give right now. Divine feminine will be more than happy to receive it. Divine feminine, you're being congratulated for coming out of your ego, or at least trying to come out of your ego, because you've had situations where you've needed to be defensive in your life. And there's this beautiful energy here of moving away with your divine masculine, knowing that wish fulfillment can be here. For some divine feminines, you are relying on a pharmaceutical drug or addiction of some kind. So be aware of that, because that will block your spiritual connection. Okay. Obviously, I'm not telling anyone to stop taking medication if they need medication, but you know, if someone's taking an Advil, or in Australia we call it a Panadol, you know, just take one, don't take 4, you know, like don't overindulge in anything, whether that's a food, a drug, don't overindulge in that regard, is the advice from Spirit here. So the other advice is to remain loving. Despite what you see coming outside of you, remain loving anyway. And by doing that, this groundedness will occur for you, divine feminine. You'll feel better. What you do with love will be rewarded. What goes around comes around. Okay? I guess you could say it's like trolls on the internet. You know, they leave a dislike, or they leave a negative comment, or they leave a nasty whatever they do, and then they wonder why nothing seems to work out for them. They don't realize that the energy that they're putting out is actually bringing negative energy back to them. And so even if you can't see the union yet, Even if you can't see that it's on its way, know that it is on its way. And know that what you do with love will be rewarded. Okay? You can't go wrong with love, because love begets love, begets love, begets love, begets love. If you're in a feeling of hatred or jealousy or anger, you will literally bring these energies back towards yourself by being in those negative emotions or frequency. Okay, each emotion has a frequency. It's all right to get angry for a minute, but you want to come out of that anger or that jealousy or that frustration and move into that beautiful space where you feel loved and loving. Okay, because as you share your love with other people, you will be rewarded with love. That may not happen tomorrow, because we live in a dense, in a dense third dimensional reality, but eventually it will come back to you. So the higher vibration you can stay in, staying in joy and love, you'll be amazed what miracles will come to you. Now I want to just get a love message from Divine Feminine Soul and then Divine Masculine Soul. Wow, okay. For those Divine Feminines in separation with their Divine Masculines, they say it's so hard not talking to you. I've been bleeding in your silence. So many Divine Feminines are feeling the pinch here. They then say, when I look into your eyes, I know I have found the mirror of my own soul. Divine Masculine has a lot to say. I'm connected with you no matter where you are. I'm currently working on becoming the best version of myself. Something in his karmic life. He says, I acted like it wasn't a big deal when it really was breaking my heart. His soul says, I don't care how hard being together is. Nothing is worse than being apart. He then says, I turned out liking you a lot more than I originally planned. You are the reason why I'm smiling again. Wow, this will help you, Divine Feminine, if you're in separation right now. He says, just because I let you go, it doesn't mean I wanted to. I know I messed up and did things that made it seem like I don't care, but trust me, you are my world. So just know that he loves you. Even if you aren't seeing it in the physical, know that his soul loves you. His soul is magnetically attracted to you. All right? I'm sending you love and angel blessings from Australia. I hope you have a beautiful day, night, afternoon or evening wherever you are in the world. And if you need to connect with me, I would love to hear from you. Just contact me via my email address, which is in the description box below. And I'll see you real soon. Bye. Mwah. Bye.